A multi-agency recovery mission is underway right now after an Army Black Hawk helicopter went down last night in the waters off Ka'ena Point.
There were 5 people on board from the 25th Combat Aviation Brigade from Wheeler Army Airfield. And here's what we know so far. The helicopter was conducting a training mission when it was reported missing around 9:30 last night. A debris field was found about 5 miles offshore.
Bridget Namata has spent the day out at Ka'ena Point and joins us now live with the very latest. Bridget.
Dash, Marissa, it's been over 20 hours since the Black Hawk containing 2 certified pilots and 3 aircrew members went down. We're at Haleiwa Harbor, which is serving as the command center for this rescue operation, and it's a joint effort. The Army, Navy, Marine Corps, U.S. Coast Guard, DLNR, Honolulu Fire Department, and Ocean Safety all working together to bring our soldiers home. Around 9 p.m. Tuesday night, 2 UH-60 helicopters set off on a night training mission near Ka'ena Point. 30 minutes later, a Black Hawk helicopter lost radio and visual contact with the other. A search and rescue immediately began. Families of the missing soldiers were notified.
As we do this work, the soldiers and their families are in the forefront of our minds. That's what we're doing this for.
Debris was found 5 miles off Ka'ena Point, parts of the fuselage and a helmet. While today's weather has been good for search efforts, the Coast Guard tells me the choppy waters and converging currents off Ka'ena Point makes the search area unpredictable.
Out there, you mostly get converging currents that move in all directions. They're near shore, you get a swirling factor, but for the most part, with the winds, we're seeing debris move to the west.
With debris moving west, rescue officials are urging beachgoers to keep an eye out on debris. If you see any, do not touch it. Doing so risks the investigation into how the Black Hawk crashed.
There is always a chance that debris can wash up on shore and be found by people in the community as they walk along the beach, or even recreational boaters as they're out on the water. I would ask and urge the people in the community that come upon this debris to call local authorities, call the Coast Guard, call Schofield Barracks, and let them know where that debris is.
The Army tells us soldiers are trained to react in emergency situations, like if a helicopter goes down. I'm told all 5 soldiers were equipped with flotation devices. The search efforts will continue overnight.
Still a search and rescue mission. We are here to bring our soldiers home, all right, and to their families. This is a search and rescue mission.
There were no divers out in the water right now, although the fire department tells us they have the capabilities if needed. Right now, the Army is not publicly releasing the names of those on board the fallen Black Hawk, but we will keep you posted. Live from the North Shore, Bridget Namata, KHON 2 News.
Bridget, thank you. There are more than 3,000 Black Hawk aircraft of all types in service around the world. The UH-60 is the U.S. Army's primary medium-lift utility transport and air assault vehicle. It is equipped with twin engines, a single 4-blade rotor, and a single 4-bladed tail rotor. It can carry up to 2,600 pounds, or about 11 combat-equipped troops. In the basic crew of the UH-60, 2 pilots and 2 crew chiefs. Now, the U.S. Army tells us its aviation assets and its soldiers normally do train at night, and there are many specific safety guidelines and precautions they take to ensure crew member safety as best possible. Although it comes with obvious dangers, nighttime training is necessary for the Army to ensure crew members remain diligent and competent in the skill set.
Just something we need to do to accomplish our wartime mission.
Safety precautions include having 2 helicopter crews out at the same time.
The 2nd helicopter crew did an initial pass to see if they could recover contact with the aircraft. And then, again, standard procedure for us to have 2 aircraft in the air to assist and for safety. Notified Wheeler Airfield and then went and picked up some support and then came back out.
Inside the aircraft itself, there are additional layers of safety measures. Altimeters, various lights and alarms, all of which can provide warning to the pilots. But a former Black Hawk squadron commander we spoke with today tells us, depending on where the altimeter is set and the rate of speed the aircraft is traveling, pilots have little, if any, room for error.
So at those altitudes, if they were at a low altitude, I don't know that. In the airspeeds that you currently train at, when the aircraft is capable of 160 knots, we don't know what they were flying. A moment of inattention it's all you need.
LaRue says as a former squadron commander, the first order of duty is to go over the flight plan to see who's flying and assess the risks. He says a typical daytime flight using visual rules is considered very low risk. However, flying at night, especially in an area such as Ka'ena Point, where there is very little ambient light, is considered the big leagues.
Aviation in itself is inherently risky and dangerous, but then you look at something at night, perhaps on night vision devices, which we don't know if they were flying with these or not, very risky. So you would kind of do some sort of operational risk management for that kind of a flight.
The Army National Guard also uses Black Hawk helicopters, and some of its pilots and crew members utilize a state-of-the-art tool to make them better aviators. It's called the Black Hawk Aircrew Trainer, also known as BAT, a highly immersive training simulator.
All right, so we have a number 2 engine out.
I've found that just by being in the simulator and spending the amount of time that we get allotted to spend in it, that it allows me to see what my limits truly are as opposed to what I think that they are.
The BAT costs $9 million, nearly half the cost of a Black Hawk, which also costs about $4,500 per hour to fly. There are plans to build 11 more BAT simulators throughout the United States.
Again, everyone on the helicopter that went down is part of the 25th Infantry Division's Combat Aviation Brigade at Wheeler Army Airfield. The airfield was established back in 1922 and sits on 1,300 acres of land near Schofield Barracks. Initial air units stationed at Wheeler were photo reconnaissance and fighter squadrons. The airfield came under the control of the Air Force in 1947 and was returned to the Army in 1991. Today, Wheeler Army Airfield is home to the headquarters of the U.S. Army Garrison, Hawaii, which operates 22 military installations and training areas. There are more than 2,500 personnel assigned to the 25th Combat Aviation Brigade.
And sadly, this is the second military helicopter crash off Oahu in just a year and a half. You may recall in January of 2016, a military helicopter mishap not too far from Ka'ena Point left 12 Marines dead. They were on board 2 separate CH-53E Super Stallions that collided. U.S. Marines said their investigation found that crash was the result of pilot error. In May of 2015, an Osprey crashed during training at Bellows Beach in Waimanalo. 2 killed and 2 others injured. An investigation determined pilot performance and improper site survey were to blame there. And in March 2011, an ACH-53 Sea Stallion crashed onto the sandbar in Kaneohe Bay. Marine Corporal Jonathan Fairclough died. 3 other crew members were hurt. This prompted the Marine Corps in Hawaii to transform its Sea Stallion helicopter squadron into an Osprey aircraft squadron a year later. And in March of 1993, a transport helicopter spun out of control before crashing into the waters off Kaneohe Marine Corps Station on the windward side. 3 Marines injured in that mishap. And of course, we'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you the very latest both on air and online at KHON2.com.